Welcome back to Outriders. This is actually crazy the way this works. You can basically, and this is not clickbait, I'll show you all of it happening. This game is so broken, it needs to be taken off the market. I have never ever seen a game this broken before. They say you're allowed to skip part of the story, but it's going to bring spoilers. But there is no way you should be able to take a fresh character level 2 to the final boss, take down that boss as a level 2, instantly hit like level 8 from it, and go into an expedition, and then play the end game with a character that doesn't have the level for it. And the worst thing is, you can farm this for legendaries because it doesn't take long. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not actually going to directly show you exactly how to do this in the video. I will explain it. The only reason I'm not going to show you is because if they do decide to put a watermark there for cheaters, then I don't care about my account at all. I'll still play the game and whatever. I'm not saying this is the end of me playing the game or anything, but I am not risking my friend's account. I'm not that sort of person, so I'm not going to show any footage with them in it at all, so that their account is safe. I would have done it if it was as simple as just covering up their name like in the lobby and stuff, but it would be a lot of motion tracking that I would have to do for every single time they're on screen during the expedition run and stuff. And I'm lazy, I can't be bothered to motion track that much with a black box that covers up their gamer tag, so safest and easiest option is just to show a little mess around me with my level 10 character in an expedition, and then also show you me going to parts of the game that should not be unlocked right now, and then also going back to the Outriders camp and looking at the vendors and stuff. I want to give a shout out to Kev for coming along and helping me do this. It's not actually a cheat, it's just basically cheesing, and it's not an exploit in any way at all, realistically. If you listen to what actually happens, it's just skipping the campaign. So I'm just going to put the disclaimer out there. It's not my fault if you decide to do this and they ever go, we think that's cheating, you get a watermark on your account. You do this at your own risk. It's absolutely ridiculous that this is an actual thing. So what you need to do is start a fresh character, and you need to have a friend that is in expeditions. They need to be in the end game. Tier doesn't matter, but they need to have expeditions available. What you do with your brand new character is you start off, you skip the prologue, you start off, you go through the first part of the game until you get into Rift Town, which is where you get the 2 vendors and is where you first meet Jakob to leave the town. When you get to that part, you actually get a prompt on screen saying matchmaking's now available, like co-op play is now available. As soon as you get there, have a friend sitting in the lobby, set on World Tier 1 and the Humanity mission, which is the final part of the game. The actual quest line is to defeat Yagak, or however you pronounce that boss's name. Have your friend sit in there. Once you are able to join, once you've unlocked that matchmaking part, it becomes available, you simply join their game. It puts you in the lobby, they are allowed to start the game, and they can start you on the very last boss. Then what you do when you get in is, because it's on World Tier 1, it should be fairly easy for the level 30 character, depending on how their build's set up. But you can take down Yagak pretty quick. You can even do a little bit of damage on your level 2 character. By the time you have fully killed Yagak, you are pretty much level 8. Then what happens is you skip the credits, get the host to skip. I don't know if that's important to it, but skip the credits, go to the Outriders camp because it's going to spawn you there, and open up the chest. You will get your guaranteed legendary for completing the story, and that's how you can farm it. Because it literally takes about 5 minutes to get through that first part until you get to the co-op. So you can just make new character after new character after new character. Not that I'm going to bother doing that, because only one person out of the group is going to get the legendaries, and there's no way I would ask anyone to do that sort of thing. If I want legendaries, I'm going to put the time in to get myself legendaries. But you can farm it. However, you grab that chest, and I don't know if you need to interact with the expedition table, but if you have a look, you'll see the tier that your friend's on, blah blah blah. Then what you need to do is pause the game, don't return to lobby, but instead leave party. Once you have left party, it will automatically return you to the lobby, and you, as a level like 8 character or whatever, level 7, level 8, whatever, you will be able to go straight back into the game in the Outriders camp. This Outriders camp doesn't unlock until you have completed the campaign. And they've said that you can skip parts of it, or you can skip the campaign, but there's spoilers. but you shouldn't be able to skip the entire thing and power level this way. From level 2 to level 8 in one mission. And then the worst thing is, once you've backed out, like you've left the party and you've gone back into the lobby, you load it up and it takes you to your own expedition table. It unlocks expeditions for you. So then what you do is you'll only have tier 1 available, but the enemies are going to be level 30, well 31 because it's tier 1, so it's one level above 30. And then your expedition story starts. So you can jump in, your friend can carry you through because they'll be a high enough level or whatever. And once they've carried you through, we literally did frontline, got to the end boss, we did wipe because it was incredibly tough for me to stay alive. But we wiped, got the pity rewards, I got like 4 purples or something, automatically equipped them. They were level 11 because I had hit level 10 by that time. You're obviously going to get a bit more XP the more you play. But then literally all you do is get your friend to run you through, I don't know, maybe depending on your tiers. If you can get like a gold timer and actually complete it and push up the tiers, I think the XP might actually be more. So you can essentially use this to get a brand new character, power level them all the way up to 30. And they've put balancing stuff in this game to stop you boosting your players, like your friends' characters, through the story. But on this occasion, they haven't done anything about it because you literally load into the final boss of the story as a level 2 character. You come out being level 8. Literally a couple of ads in between the 2 phases and killing that final boss, you go up 6 levels. Obviously, the more you level up, the slower it's going to be with the progression. But the fact that you can do it that fast, it literally takes, I'm going to say, no longer than 10 minutes. To get yourself from a fresh character all the way through to the end game playing expeditions is 10 minutes. However, it will take longer to get the character leveled up to the point where you can start soloing the expeditions and actually have a full-on end game character. But you can skip the entire campaign. You don't ever, with a new character, have to play the campaign, and you can power level through running that final mission and then running straight into expeditions and being carried through. So what I'm going to do is leave the video there. What I think the developers and the publishers need to do right now is take the game off the market, or if they don't want to do that, they need to issue refunds to everyone that's paid for this game and then make it free to play. Because this game, with all of its problems, did you know there's not a single end game weapon in this entire game? You can get a green, like level 2 drop, it has a max god roll on it or whatever, and you can literally take that green with you, and every time you level up, you can level that green up and then eventually boost its rarity up to blue and then up to purple and have 2 mods on it. That can carry you all the way through to challenge tier 15 and the expeditions. You won't ever need to have another gun again. If you was to load in with a fresh character and you get a shotgun called Death Shield, it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game at the moment, everyone loves running it. You can literally take that from the moment you start the game, and if you're lucky enough to get it to drop instantly, from the moment you get it to drop all the way up until a level 50 gun. There is not a single piece of endgame loot in this game. All of the balancing is out of place, there are bugs galore, there's inventory wipes which aren't even guaranteed to be restored. This game is broken, and at this stage, with being able to skip the entire campaign and boost the character straight into expeditions, you cannot defend this. They've paid £60 for a game that's supposed to have a load of balancing in it so that you can't boost characters, and someone has found a way to do it. I found out through Twitter, and I've went and done it myself, and it's easy. Now, because it's on my screen right now, even though I'm not recording this bit of the footage, when I go to select a story point with this character, I've got Prologue, Rift Town, and then everything else is padlocked, but I press my right bumper and it skips through everything to the Outriders camp, because I can go straight to expeditions. I could run an expedition with my level 11 character, or level 10 character. It's absolutely bizarre how this works. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. Again, thank you to Kev for helping me out with this one. And let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.